So, Brionna Jones is an all-star. She is a WNBA all-star, is she the best player that played in Unrivaled? It's not Unrivaled, that didn't play in Unrivaled. And played in Europe? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. Brionna Jones was one of the top players last year. A player who randomly just started shooting. Like, this is basically guaranteed, by the way, that Aaliyah Boston and Angel Reese make Team USA. Because when I had my team, I had the assumption that both of them were going to make it. And I was like, shit, maybe one of them won't make it if they just want to pick Brionna Jones. But with Brionna Jones being injured, out for this Team USA these next couple of games, she's obviously not going to be there. But Brionna Jones is injured and out for a decent chunk of time. Apparently, she's expected to be back by the start of WNBA season. These are weird knee injuries. She is out for the remainder of the season, which means that she's out until June. She's not until June, sorry. She's out until April at least. And that being said, the problem is if you're out till April, you're just about back for the start. And if you know you're going to be back out for that time, it could be a lot longer. Because at the end of the day, these are injuries that are a bit awkward to come back from. And Brionna Jones, it was funny because she was a player that some people thought the Fever were going to look for in free agency just because of the Steph White connection. I don't necessarily get... In fairness, she moved a lot faster. If you want to take Caitlin Clark off the team, I get it. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, everyone's like, oh, they'll never make a move for if Caitlin doesn't play. But it's like, the Fever made so many moves for not having Caitlin. Like, the Fever in 2024 built their entire free agency team on the basis that we don't know whether or not Caitlin's even going to come to the league. They signed Katie Lou, who was slow. They signed Katie Lou. They signed Demiris Sandis. They'd already given Wheeler the contract. I'm trying to think who else did they sign? They got rid of Victoria Vivians, who was okay. They got rid of Maya Caldwell. Like, tons of times they pretty much got they had tons of time to do something better, and move after move was like not for Caitlin Clark. That being said, though, the odds of Brionna Jones going back to the dream is extremely high. Carl Smesco clearly, and it's funny when it comes to Brionna Jones, like, her stats weren't absolutely outrageous, but as a third option to go and average 13 points a game, 7.5 boards a game, playing 26 minutes a game, like, that is impressive. Once again, a per 36 of about 15, 16, and 10. Like, that's not a bad per 36 at all. And even the playoffs, I thought she was okay. Didn't shoot the ball that much. But she went from, if you guys didn't see last year, she didn't shoot the ball particularly well, by the way. But she went from shooting on her career 0.03s to 1 3 a game, where she shot 26%, which again isn't that bad. It's not good. It's not that bad. Like, for somebody that's seen as a non-shooter, you at least somewhat, not that you don't respect them, but like, if they have 10 feet of space, you still probably take the shot if you're a 26% 3-point shooter. Especially with the percentages in the WNBA. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I do feel like this is one of those things where you've got now even more for the owners. They've got even more leverage when it comes to these CBA negotiations, because they're like, okay, we're not going to stop you guys from playing in off-season leagues, but an all-star just got injured. So it's one of those things where, realistically, if an all-star is getting injured, you've got the leagues from this outside league and the league are continuing to let people play. It gives the league even more leverage in these negotiations. And look, when it's all said and done, I think we're very close to the league giving their final offer. I think we are very close to the league's final offer being given. Whether you guys agree or disagree with that statement doesn't really matter, because we all kind of know. We can see it with the players, with the way they're meeting. In the next 2 weeks, there'll either be a season or there'll be a strike. I really hope there's a season. I really fucking hope there's a season. At the end of the day, it is it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it is very, very much a situation where we just don't know what the players want. And I really hope they want to play basketball, because we have to be real here. It's not about this season. Tearing up, destroying the WNBA prevents hundreds of players from playing pro basketball immediately. And maybe 20 years down the line it works out and it's a good idea, but short term, a lockout, and which will end the league, is going to be one of the biggest. It could, they are risking potentially one of the biggest disasters in the history of sports for potentially one of the biggest wins in the history of sports. So it's whether they're willing to risk that. But this injury doesn't help negotiations at all, because you have a player who is, again, a legit all-star. A legitimate all-star. Played like one last year and might have made Team USA. There were talks of her making Team USA over Aaliyah Boston, over Angel Reese. That is a level she was playing at. But now, obviously, it doesn't really matter. Aaliyah and Angel are both going to make that team unless somehow Kiki Iriafen makes a team, which she won't. Their bigs are going to be, for the qualifiers, almost certainly, they're going to bring Aaliyah Boston. They're going to bring Angel Reese, Dearica Hamby, and I think they're going to bring Chelsea Gray as a power forward, as a half point guard, half power forward. And I think the best thing Team USA can do is to piss off every fan base and start Chelsea Gray, start Jackie Young at point and Chelsea Gray at 3. They should piss off every fan base. Start no young players. Piss them all off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that this is going to make any sort of a difference? Do you guys think that I'm overreacting to this? Do you guys even care that Brionna Jones got injured? Because if she's meant to be, she's out for the rest of the season in Prague. And by the way, why is she playing in a Czech League game? Why is she playing in a Czech League game? Unnecessary games with leaders end up in ruins. Why is she playing in a Czech League game? I mean this when I say this. They are going to win every Czech League game by 60. Why is she playing in a Czech League game? There is no need. There is no need at all for her to be playing in a domestic league game. They're going to beat every team by 60 with or without her. It makes no difference whatsoever.